Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Star. I'm a 34-year-old mom of 3 boys and I love playing in makeup. And today I have a really exciting video because we're going to do like my top 10 horror inspired palettes because today is the 1st of October and that means it is my 31 days of Halloween. So every year I like put out movies to watch and like eye makeup looks and all of that the whole month of October. So I've got a lot of fun stuff planned. So if you don't follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, all of that, go ahead and follow me over there at Starlight Beauty 3. I do have a giveaway going on right now that's going to end October 6th. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, then give it a thumbs down. Either way, it helps me know what you guys want to see. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so the first palette I want to talk about. Now, these are in no particular order. These are just like top 10 palettes, but I don't have them ranked anywhere. But the first palette is what I have on my eyes today, and it is the In Your Dreams palette by Wicked Sister Cosmetics. And guys, I love this palette. It is beautiful. This is Freddy Krueger inspired, and it has a lot of the names that are reminiscent from the movie. It's got Nightmare, Boiler Room, Dream Demon, Primetime, Sweater, and I just love it. Today I have on Nightmare, Dream Demon, Jump Rope, Sweater, and Razors as the little glitter sparkle. And the formula on these, I do think this I can say with yeah, I can say this is definitely my favorite indie brand of all the ones that I'm showing you. I have several palettes from this brand that's going to be included in this. And it's really cool because Wicked Sisters Cosmetics, I think their 4th anniversary just came up, I think yesterday or maybe today. So they had lots of people, create content with their stuff, and then they, shouted them out on their Instagram. Now, I didn't, of course, I wasn't able to do that. I'm still with the neck. It was really just a struggle to come up with an eye look today with all the stuff I got going on. But I love this palette and I highly recommend it. Now, the next palette from them, now this is my favorite Wicked Sister Cosmetics palette, and it is the Slash My Heart palette. I think I talked about this in like my top all-time favorite palettes or whatever, and this is the Scream inspired eyeshadow palette from them. And first of all, I just love these tones. This came out during Valentine's Day, and it definitely has those pinky red tones that are just beautiful for that time of the year. Let me give you a couple of swatches. My kids coming down. Here's some of the swatches from that palette. The mattes blend. Okay, the mattes blend beautifully. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, it wouldn't be a Star video if one of the kids didn't run in, would it? But these mattes blend beautifully. I really, really love, like, this is my favorite Don't Hang Up. This shimmer, I mean, it's gorgeous. Let me just swatch it for you. Oh, it is just the prettiest. And their formula, it's not dry at all, the shimmers nor the mattes. And I really enjoy their formula, and I enjoy the aesthetic of it so much. This brand just, it's just, and they're just such perfect, horror palettes. It's great. Now, the last one from Wicked Sister Cosmetics is the House of Horrors. This is the Texas Chainsaw inspired Halloween palette, and this is what the inside looks like. And once again, you have like chainsaw, van, truck driver, 1974, this meat hook. And the color story in this is just, it's so interesting. It's got these like olivey greens, it's got like a pop of teal, it's got like these red berry tones. Of course, you get like a shimmery black. And guys, there was a shimmery black in the In Your Dream palette too, and they are good. The shimmery black from the In Your Dream is what I'm using in my outer V today, and it's just, it's gorgeous. I love this brand, and I think you can get a lot of really fun, like horror inspired looks with all of these. And you guys know I've talked about Wicked Sisters on my channel so many times. So I feel like I don't really even need to go into it that much more because I just love them as a brand. Okay. So the next two palettes that I have for my horror inspired makeup, I actually haven't used yet because they just came in, and it is the Alien Cosmetics Not Normal palette and the Hauntingly Glamorous palette. Now, I can't speak to the formula on these particular two, but I do own other Alien Cosmetics palettes. I love, love, love their formula. It is great, but these are the perfect color combos for Halloween. Like, you got the greens that you can do, let's see, Beetlejuice looks with. I mean, you got these like purples. You can do like really grungy. You know, you got this smoke shade that would be good if you want to go as like a ghost. So you can actually not just use these to create like pretty looks for, but you could also use them if you're into like the special effects makeup. So let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these together because I haven't even swatched them yet. So this is the Not Normal palette. Oh, wow. That is definitely a duochrome right there. And it is gorgeous. I've heard everybody give rave reviews on this palette, and I cannot wait to try this one out. If this is one that you guys want to see on my channel, leave me a comment and let me know. And then this is the Haunting Glamorous palette. This was done in collaboration with Steph Nicole. She used to be, what was it, Voodoo Barbie Doll, I think, on Instagram. I don't know if she still goes by that. But, oh, they feel so soft and nice. And I probably should have took pictures of this before I just ran my hand all through it. Let me pull this sleeve up. Oh, that pink. Oh, look at that pink, that duochrome. Oh, that's gorgeous. And like red tones. I love red tones during like Halloween looks. I love the orangey pumpkin-y tones. I really like the like cool tone, like the grays and the blacks, because I feel like those are perfect during those too. But I mean, you can do so much. I can see me doing like an Elvira look or like an It look or something with those palettes. So those are my two from Alien Cosmetics. And let's see, all the rest of these, those are the only two I have not used. But that I thought gave really good horror vibes. And the next one, you guys would have just seen me do a first impressions on. And I have since used that 2 more times. So I've done like 5 looks with this now. And this is the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. And guys, the packaging on this is so fun. And if you guys watched my first impression videos, you guys know I love, love, love this palette. I think the formula is amazing. The color story. I was actually surprised. I did a look with this and the green, and a lot of you guys said that you liked it too. Thought you didn't know if you were going to like it until it turned out, which is exactly how I was. But when it came out, I mean, it was pretty, and I was very, very surprised by how much I love this palette. I have some of the other Nomad palettes, and I find the formula is just great across all of them. There's not really any inconsistencies. The mattes blend great. They're not patchy. The shimmers are pigmented. I did not even spray my brush when I use this. So like I said, if you want, you know, more looks with this or anything like that, go check out that YouTube video. And then I got a couple Instagram reels coming up with that. Now, the next two, you cannot get anymore, unfortunately. I know. So don't be mad. But these are great, like, Halloween-inspired palettes. And, of course, I am talking about the ones that got away that everybody wishes they had got their hands on. And that is the Vida and Muerte palette by Melt. It looks like these. It's 2 palettes, of course. This one, I think anybody that wanted to get their hands on it pretty much did. And this just definitely gives you the Dia de los Muertos vibes from it, you know, the Day of the Dead. And I mean, it is it's gorgeous. Now, Melt, you guys know I don't have a problem using their formula, but sometimes their formula is inconsistent. But these palettes, the formula was there. Like, I mean, it was there. And why Melt made these limited edition and never got back around to like this one, especially because I know everybody lost their minds over these palettes, and why they did not like restock or anything on the, I do not know. But so even though I don't have problems with Melt's formula, I do know that they are a little tricky to work with. The one that I dislike the most, I think, is the Millennial Pinks. That one just did not do it for me. But the formula on these, I mean, it's great. Now, I never got my hands on the Beetlejuice palette. I'm really upset about that. I wanted to get it. I planned on getting it, and I never pulled the trigger, and that's like my biggest regret, because anybody that knows me knows that I grew up watching Beetlejuice all the time. As a matter of fact, a funny story, you know, the part in the movie where Michael Keaton is in their little model, and he kicks the tree down and he grabs himself and he says, "Nice blanking model," and then he grabs, yeah, I said that in daycare and I got kicked out. So yeah, so there's that. So, but yeah, I loved Beetlejuice, and I wish I could have got my hands on them, but I did get my hands on these, and I love it so much. The next palette is from Lethal Cosmetics, and it, of course, is my Lethal is Dead palette. I did a video on this as well. Here's what it looks like. And anybody who watches Teresa knows she's like total horror movie fan, all of that. The colors are just so, I mean, they give you like, oh, like nasty water, like goo radiation kind of vibes, and they look so pretty on the eyes. Now, Lethal formula, this isn't my favorite either. I find that they are kind of pricey for what you're getting. So they're not bad, but there are a lot of better indie like brands out there with better shadows for a better price. But I love Teresa. I wanted to support her. I love the whole concept of this palette. And I mean, I like Lethal's formula. There's nothing wrong with it. Their gel eyeliners are like the best that I've tried. I really like those. So Lethal is Dead with Teresa is Dead and Lethal Cosmetics. All right, and the last one. Now, guys, I talked about this, I think, last year. I wasn't going to put this. I was never going to show this on Instagram. I wasn't going to show it on my channel because they did us dirty. They did us really dirty. And, of course, I am talking about the Shroud Cosmetics Beaute Bean It's Freaking Bats palette. Beaute Bean did not do us wrong. They call her Baddie Bean now. But Shroud took way too many pre-orders that they couldn't fulfill in a timely manner, and everybody knows what hot garbage trying to get a hold of this palette is. Is the palette gorgeous? Yes. Is the quality there? Yes. I mean, is this like the greatest Halloween palette? I mean, yes, it's awesome, but I do not support Shroud because of the way this was done. Without going into like so much detail, I had explained it on my Instagram a while ago, but just if you make pre-orders, you should be able to fill those pre-orders, and you should keep giving people updates. For instance, I ordered mine in October. The very first update where they let us know they were going to be running late on them was already in December. So, I mean, and then it still didn't ship out for another 4 months after that. And they kept saying they had like warehouse issues and like pressing things and all of that. But what they really should have done was they should have stopped the pre-order until they could have, but they kept going. Anyway, needless to say, this palette, I love it, but I have a love-hate relationship with it because no matter how beautiful the colors are, it just reminds me of like the worst customer service experience I've had. And I'm going through some crap with ColourPop right now. That's what it looks like. But Beaute Bean or Baddie Bean, you know, Betty Jean, whatever she goes by now. She was fabulous. I talked to her on it. She tried to keep everybody in the loop. It's not her fault. It's just the way that it is. I'm glad I have it. I probably won't repurchase from the brand in the future, but I could not let a horror themed inspired, like a top 10 list go by without including this. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's my top Halloween horror themed inspired palettes. Let me know in the comments, do you guys have any of these palettes? Are there other horror themed palettes that you guys think I like definitely need to get? Let me know. I always love talking to you guys. And let me know if you want to see any videos of me using these in the future. I'd love to do that for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.